So, this is a nighttime talk. I would like to thank everybody today that came to my page, liked, shared, and commented on my videos. I appreciate your time because time is something we can't get back. So, let's get into the talk tonight. So, the talk tonight, I am talking about it is a great idea that people share a little bit from their traditions that are not really spoken about too much. Um, and it's important because you see, I come from a time where there wasn't a lot online about certain African spiritual traditions. And I feel like if there was, when I was coming around into these things, that I would have had more help, right? And been able to avoid some pitfalls. Not saying that you won't avoid that, like it'll stop everything, but it can give you a base. I always use the story about Anaisa and Oshun because at the time I was with a, a house at this particular time that they really did not have knowledge about Anaisa Pierre. So they thought when I kept telling them I kept having these dreams about a lady coming with a beer in her hand and a glass, and she had on yellow. They kept telling me it was Oshun, that it was that Oshun wanted beer from me, that maybe it was a version of Oshun that a path of her that was maybe a forgotten path or something, right? Or that's what she wanted from me. Like she wanted a beer from me for whatever reason. Now they did get together and the best they could at the time to try to figure this out. Now, Anaisa was coming to me and I had to figure, it took me time to figure out who she was. And that was because this is why I say this is good to post about your different traditions. Papa Hector at the time, he had his website up and he described, Anaisa. And I'm like, oh my God, that's her. That's like everything he was saying was clicking and making sense, right? At that time, I, had visited some botanicas and everything, and sometimes it was a language barrier because my Spanish should be better, but it sucked. And so I couldn't explain it. And at that time, a lot of people, it was what it was. Some botanicas were mostly for Santeria. That's the thing. Some botanicas service different traditions more than others. I happen to go into the Bronx. I don't even think that Botanica is there anymore. And I saw the image that Papa Hector had on his website at the time. And I'm like, is who, that's who I need. And I try to ask questions. And, they gave me limited answers for multiple reasons, which, hey, everything is a journey, right? Everything is growth. So this is why I'm saying it's important that we share the basics. Not everything. It doesn't have to be, you're getting deep down into every exact thing, but just giving people a little something, especially traditions that are not really talked about so much. Like there are spirits and Mexican spirituality that, hey, they might come visit a person or might want that person to serve them because we just can't put spirits in a box. We put ourselves in a box, but spirits cannot be put in a box. And you can't say what spirit won't will visit somebody or wants that person's attention. So if we just, people from different traditions talk more about this, this can help people to say, hey, you know what? That's who that was. Okay? Or even, and I know some elders, they don't want to say they don't know, but if behind the screen, they see someone talking about X, Y, and Z, they can use that and put that in their, I'm going to say, book of knowledge, right? So when they get a client or someone comes to them for help and that person is giving them a description of, said spirit, guess what? They can go back and say, you know what? This is who this person is talking about. Because spiritual advancement, it takes time. So having that little extra help can help so many people, right? And like I said, I wish a lot of information that is out here now would have been there when I was coming into these things, because it would have helped me so much and it would have gave me more clarity and more understanding. And it also helps people find the path that's for them as well too. Okay? It may be that they might have to sacrifice and go to a different state or, a different city or maybe even a different country. Because my godfather has people from all over the world, Papa Hector. He has people from Australia, England. He has people from all over the world. So that's why I say we do need to try our best to come together more and share a little more of our traditions to those that are open to it. So that's my nighttime talk, and I hope you guys have a good evening. Good night.